Assalamualaikum everyone, welcome back to another video. So in this video we're going to be discussing about the famous Greek Alexander of Macedon. Now Alexander, a very famous personality yet again, and this is not the first time we're studying about the Alexander, but we have actually discussed and studied about the Alexander before as well, that why he was so popular and how many areas he conquered as well. And actually he came to this particular land, Pakistan, at that time, of course, the Indian subcontinent, or the Persia, the Persian Empire, and he was able to conquer a lot of places over here as well. So in this entire topic, we will be studying about that how Alexander was such a, let's say, aggressive fighter, about his early education, about his training given by his father and his teacher Aristotle, and then how better he was at fighting and everything. So let's get started. Okay. Uh, Give me a second, guys. Just let me have a glass of water because my throat is just not really helping me these days. Okay, so the most famous Greek the most famous of the Greek conquerors. Conquerors means the one who are, let's say, conquering, attacking, not attacking, not conquering. Uh, let's say occupying a land after fighting a battle. So Alexander came to the Macedonia to the north of Greece. His father, King Philip, was an ambitious ruler who conquered the great part of the Greece in 338 BCE, but he died 2 years later. He was succeeded. Remember the words preceder and successor. Okay, so he was succeeded by Alexander, who at the age of 20 decided to conquer the known world, both east and the west. So he was a visionary leader, Alexander, a visionary fighter, a visionary young man, who was actually very much adamant that he has to conquer the west and the east side of the world, and well, which some of which he actually did as well. So let's continue. 20, he decided to conquer the world, both known as East and West. He had been educated well, and he was a pupil of Aristotle. So, pupil is actually another way of saying the word student. So, he was actually the student of Aristotle. Remember, Aristotle was a student of uh, Plato, and Plato was a student of Socrates. So, and trained in the military leadership by his father. Alexander was as successful as a conqueror because of his military tactics and skill of his army. So, see, uh, they were actually really good because they knew how to fight. Because see, taking weapons and start fighting is not only the thing, but you should be having a good strategy, some tactics that how you should attack your enemy or how you should attack at a particular place. Remember, in the Gandhara civilization or in the Gupta's dynasty, we were studying about how the Chandragupta had this visionary understanding about that how to attack one city. Some story told by his mother, like attack the way we eat eating roti from the outsides, but from all the four sides. So that same concept, not that same, but similar to that concept is being inculcated here as well. So they fought in the formation known as the phalanx, with men marching close, carrying long spears to attack. So these spears are, let's say, okay, let me just show you the phalanx and the spears as well. Okay, so spears, not Britney Spears, spears as a weapon. Okay, spears. So these are called spears. This is how a spear looks like. Okay, and these Spartans were actually carrying these spears in their hands. Okay, some different shapes, design of spears, and phalanx formation. Okay, phalanx formation of Sparta. Okay, wow, looks beautiful, huh? Yeah, so that was the phalanx formation of the Spartan army. This is how they used to attack. Okay, the Greek phalanx. This is how they used to attack. Some of them are having straight spears. Some of are having a little bit obtuse, no, acute angle, a little bit of acute angle spears, and this is how they charged while fighting with their opponents. And this is how the Spartans kind of looked like. Their masks, really amazing. Okay, and this is a really old cuneiform kind of thing where actually shows that how these Spartans used to attack the people uh, to their opponents. Okay, this is how they used to fight. So then the second one, Alexander defeated Persian led by the Darius number three. He defeated the Persians led by Darius three. Remember in the last chapter I told you that when the Alexander was attacking them, so he actually was defeating them. so their capital Persepolis, and destroyed their capital Persepolis in 331 BCE.